What happens when the country you fled becomes the place you're afraid to walk outside?
Are you okay?
No.
He's not okay. He's not okay.
What happened?
What happens when home starts to feel conditional?
They think that we're nothing. Like we're just like wasting space.
Last week I was in Minnesota reporting this story.
So they suspect this guy's ICE.
It turns out I was reporting on a turning point. Minneapolis feels under occupation. I'm Jamal Osman. Welcome to my journalism toolkit. Somali Americans have called Minnesota their home from home for the past 3 decades. They are fully integrated into the community here. There are politicians, police officers, and business owners. Now, Trump's immigration crackdown has shown them another side of the American dream.
ICE is here, as you can see.
In one of the recent episodes, I talked about Trump and his obsession with Somalis. This time, the words have become boots on the ground. ICE isn't theoretical anymore. It's a white Dodge with blacked out windows. It's helicopters overhead. It's pepper spray in your eyes. 80,000 Somalis call Minneapolis home. Most are citizens, most are legal residents. All are being watched. Trump calls it Operation Metro Surge. 3,000 federal agents deployed. The largest immigration crackdown in modern American history. But when you stand in Cedar Riverside, known as Little Mogadishu, it doesn't feel like a surge. It feels like an occupation. Reporting this story as a Somali journalist is different, not harder, clearer. I know the silences. I know the looks people give each other when a car slows down. I know what it means when someone says, "Tell them I'm not home." There is an intimacy here that doesn't come from access, it comes from belonging. And that brings responsibility. You are not just asking questions, you're carrying people's fear with you.
Oh, this one?
Khalid Mohammed is not a politician. He's not waiting for permission. He's out there every day chasing ICE cars through his own neighborhoods.
Be careful, you guys. Be careful.
Warning people, organizing patrols, standing between agents and families. He's been pepper sprayed.
Tear gas, pepper sprayed, face to face, asked for my documentation. So it has been quite the experience, actually. I never thought that I will be tear gas and pepper sprayed by my own government. The moment you visibly look like Somali, that is when the harassment starts.
When he says the moment you look Somali, the harassment starts, that's not rhetoric, that's lived reality. Being Somali right now in Minnesota feels like a probable cause. And yet, despite deaths, despite freezing temperatures, despite fear, people keep showing up. Whistles, chants, hands linked in the cold. This isn't chaos, it's discipline, born from survival. Some of the most devastating moments in this story involved children. Kids back at the kitchen table, laptops open, school is closed, not because of weather, not because of illness, but because parents are scared to be separated from their children.
I also miss the teachers, like how they used to do like fun activities with us, like how they used to take us places.
So ICE agents are very active in Minneapolis. How does that affect you?
It's just like, it's like COVID. It's like COVID, but this time it's not a disease, it's people.
When Abdulaziz said, it's like COVID, but this time it's people, he's diagnosing the moment better than most adults.
They're spreading around like America and they're just making America not great anymore.
It used to mean like I get to do a lot of stuff here. It feels great. I feel welcome. But now I feel like everybody's hating on me.
And when Dalha says America used to feel like home, used to, that should haunt every policymaker in this country. Why do you think Trump is targeting the Somali community?
He's the one that said we should deport all of them. He's the one that said Somalis are trash.
These kids were born here. They speak with Minnesota accents. They dream American dreams. And still they are told directly, loudly, that they are garbage. Caramel malt should be loud. It should smell like Somali tea and sambusa. It should be full of arguments, laughter and life. Instead, the shutters are down. ICE has targeted Somali businesses deliberately, not quietly, not accidentally. When people are too scared to shop, the economy doesn't just slow, it suffocates. And when ICE killed 2 white people, something shifted. If they will do that, people ask, what chance do we have? That fear isn't paranoia, it's pattern recognition. At the mosque, the call to prayer still rises, but now it rises under God. Christians, Jews, atheists, standing shoulder to shoulder so Muslims can pray safely. That image matters because it tells you something Trump doesn't understand. Minnesota knows its neighbors. 30 years of shared streets, shared schools, shared winters. No speech from Washington can erase that.
In Minnesota, Minnesota is called Minnesota nice, but I think the hospitable nature of our community as well. We've been here for the last 30 years. The neighbors and co-workers and people know who the Somali community are here. They don't need Donald Trump to tell them who the Somali community or Somali neighbor is.
At the Isuron Food Bank, fewer people are coming in, not because they don't need help, but because they're hiding. So the food goes to them. Rice, flour, soap, quiet deliveries. No questions asked. Somalis helping Latinos, Latinos helping Somalis.
They're scared. So majority of them are either new refugees, green card holders, I-94 holders, even people with passport. And now they're settled, they could be the breadwinner for whole family. So if ICE comes in and takes them, that's a huge loss for a whole family.
This is the great irony of the moment. What was meant to divide has brought people together. It's a MAGA nightmare.
Our community, it's the neighbors, it's the network of families that we have.
Families back home are really worried. For the first time, they asking us to actually come back. They are pretty much concerned. They actually worry for us.
One of the most surreal moments for me came when Khalid said this. People back home are calling, telling us to come back. Somalia, a country shaped by war, warning its children that America isn't safe. That flips the immigrant story on its head. The American dream looks fragile from the outside.
We must abolish ICE for good.
Ilhan Omar knows what threats look like. When she was attacked, she didn't flinch. She stood on her ground. But she worries about elders, people who remember dictatorships, checkpoints, disappearances.
I worry for our elders, and people who are, my age or older, who experienced the Civil War, who lived under dictatorship, because this moment is very triggering.
Trauma doesn't announce itself, it whispers, and this moment is loud with echoes. Still, her faith in the community is steady. Somalis don't shrink, they organize, they laugh, they endure. Commander Ali lives between worlds few understand. Somali, American, police commander. The Minneapolis police don't work with ICE, and yet the uniform alone sparks fear. Even he carries documents when he's off duty.
Just like the individuals that call me from the community, the same advice I give them, even if they're legal citizens here. A lot of them carry their paperwork, whether it's their passport or a passport ID. That fear is real.
That tells you everything. When legality no longer protects you, only visibility does. Somalis have lived between worlds for decades. Heritage in one hand, American identity in the other. This crackdown was meant to break that balance. Instead, it revealed something else, that a city can choose its people over its president. That neighbors can become shields, that fear can harden into resolve. Minneapolis has drawn a line, quietly, firmly, and said, these are our people.
I'm extremely proud of my fellow Minnesotans, and yeah, I'm glad to call Minnesota home.
This story is still happening, so is the resistance. And if history teaches us anything, It's that communities forged in exile know how to survive pressure. They always have, they always will. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.